Louise, hi from BeHealing.com, and I only just made it. I woke up late. Well, it's not really late. It's like when I say I'm lazy, especially when I'm training. Like if I say, because I'm not going training this morning, and I say, oh, I'm lazy, and they're like, really? You're lazy? Training twice a day. Like, anyway, I'm here. I made it. Good morning, Katie, Maria, and Timothy. Really looking forward to this one. It's a pretty interesting energy update today. Morning has started with some magnificent displays of toxic masculinity. There you go. Hey, April, Melissa, Trisha. Let's get some cards out. I was having some very interesting dreams this morning. Relationship dreams, but it was about other guys hitting on me. I just wasn't interested in them, no matter how fancy their suits were. It was like money and suit. They were trying and getting dressed up even more and more. But there was my man, just being himself, and I'm like, no, I don't want you. Hey, Cherie. Hey, DC Fan Jane. Hey, Tanya. Let's get some more cards out for the day then. So yeah, the energy update today. Something happening with the feminine, inspirational feminine. So it could be that you're being the inspirational feminine. Hey Nikki, you're up. Could be that you're the inspirational feminine to people today. You might be inspiring yourself, or you might be receiving some kind of reward. I just looked at my subscriber count on my YouTube channel this morning, and it's at 2888. Abundance. It's taking a long time to get to 3,000. It's going up very slowly, even though I'm paying for advertising, trying to get more subscribers. Cat's sneezing. How are you, Nikki? Let's get some cards out. Hey, Chris. What else have we got going on today apart from this? Very interesting, because as I was getting ready, I was listening to the energy update, and I was thinking, should I make videos today? And I thought, I'm really tired. I tell you, that pick a card read, I know a lot of you chose flowers, and I did too, but the shell reading was full on. It was really full on, and doing the deeper dives for them yesterday evening. Oh no, I did the deeper dives for the crystal and the flower, which was good energy, before I went to train, and then after training I did the shell, and it was heavy energy. I didn't have the time to do the deeper dives on the same day as I recorded it, which was 2 days before. But yeah, today I'm just so tired. And in the energy update it said, don't spread yourself too thin, don't do stuff that you don't have the energy for. And I'm like, thank you Video Claire for telling me. I'm like, it's true, I just need to take some time. I've got editing to do of the dailies, because the first one of those will go out tomorrow morning, so I need to do that today. My voice isn't up to it anyway, because I've been making videos last 2 days, but full on. The daily reads were a bit wearing as well for this next week, because even though the week energy update for all signs is really good, the dailies is a bit of a roller coaster next week. I don't know what's going on with the energies, but it's like one good day, one challenging day, one good day, one challenging day. I'll be doing that editing today, taking it easy. Very good, Nikki. Hey, Tara. Plot twist. Oh, you didn't say that. Oh. An exhausted treasure. Oh, I'm so tired. I slept really good last night, but I'm just weary. I'm not going training because my body's weary too. Calling forth the waves. Oh, are we? We're calling forth the waves again. Remember what this one was? Calling forth the emotions. Did I ever read this one out? Or did I just get it out and I pick a card read? Oh, book of one. I can't get it. I'm going to read it out. I wasn't going to bother, but then I feel compelled to. Calling forth the waves. To me, this is wanting a deeper, richer emotional experience, wanting something to happen, that kind of thing. Ooh, be careful what you wish for, you might just get it. Are you ready? Oh, my cards today, I've got include and surrender, and that's about cooperation. Which is interesting, it's like include yourself but surrender. And then I've got express love and gratitude with commitment, so very interesting cards today. Call forth the waves. There are times when all is tranquil and beautifully so, and there are times when all is simply too still and nothing's changed. Because nothing has been done. Too much for too long has stayed the same, and now this denizen of seas of energy, which surrounds the realm of the kitsune, is urging you to call forth the waves, to stir the world around you into action. Oh, I wonder if that's the feminine thing. For there is much to be done. Gotta let the cat out, that's gotta be done. She's trying to open the door with a fork. Okay, back to the card. So much to be done. What was that? For there is much to be done, and many things which are bringing discontent, and yet all is remaining the same, so much so that it seems that this stasis is natural, simply the way things are. But she, this being of the sea, is here to tell you that this is not how things must remain, and she'll show you how to call up the waves of pure energy from within. The emotional energy. Oh yeah, because we had the Queen of Cups in the energy update as well. It was about the woman being in an integrity, in her feminine integrity, a feeling place. But she, being of the sea, is here to tell you that this is not how things must remain, and she will show you how to call up the waves of pure energy from within, the emotional energy which sustains and feeds you, the watery energy of memories, and the psyche which gathers is strength and pours through the world and lifts up all that has stayed too long hidden so it can be seen and changed with pure raw energy. Did you get that? No plot twists. Hey Mel, haven't seen you for ages. Hey Donna. Did I have a plot twist? Can't remember. I want to read that again. It seemed important. She will show you how to call up the waves of pure energy from within. The emotional energy which sustains and feeds you, the watery energy of memories, and the psyche which gathers is strength. I think it means it's. And the psyche which gathers its strength and pours through the world and lifts up all that has stayed too long hidden so it can be seen and changed with pure raw energy. Oh, I know my voice is... Call forth the waves now, friend. Raise them high and let us see what power there is in initiating change, being active and courageous and immersing ourselves in pouring forth of the energy that's been too long held within. Oh, it does feel like a call out to the sisterhood, doesn't it, this? I knew I had to read it. Call forth the waves now, friend, raise them high, and let us see what power there is in initiating change, being active and courageous and immersing ourselves in the pouring forth of the energy that's been too long held within, restrained, tethered for no good reason. Call forth the waves, connect to this great primal tidal force, and know that no matter how formidable change may be, it's a living thing. Unlike stasis and the quiet of intimidation, rise up and see who joins you as you dare to take the ride of your own life. And upon the waves that you called up that called you up, you shall dance. Know you are a free and powerful being filled with instinctive energy. Others will rise to join you, and as you do this, your life will be filled with new and cleansing energy. Cool. Yeah, Katie had a plot twist. My voice. You know, when I make videos, I do about 4 hours straight of it. But before that, I've been to training. Well, I've done psychic cafe, so I've talked for an hour. I've gone to training, which involves a lot of yelling, because I yell when I kick. And, yeah, pretty much make noises. Not so much in the morning. I'm a quieter fighter in the morning. But then, after I've done the videos in the afternoon, I go back training and I'm yelling again. And I shut up in the evening. But obviously not enough. So we're being called to express ourselves, especially our emotions. Maybe today is the day. I don't know, it just to feel like it's a global thing, you know? It feels like something in the world is happening. But we play our part, right? We might be part of that uprising, feminine uprising today. Of some sorts. How interesting. Yeah, Katie had some ahas yesterday. Oh. Okay. Let's get some work. No. What am I doing? Half asleep. Oracle of Mystical Moments. I bought 3 more decks. I bought the deck that was sent back again from a different place this time. And I bought 2 more other decks as well last night. I'm a deck addict. Not tarot decks. I've got enough tarot at the moment. There are a couple of tarot decks that I'm really attracted to, but I'm like, oh, I've got a lot. I've got 5 tarot decks. Cried several times since last night. You're letting it out, Trisha. Oh, completely drained you. I had to stop chatting with you last night, Katie. I fell asleep. Like a bird. I do love this deck because it's this one. It's so unusual. It's got very different kind of messages in it. But I don't really know it yet. Remember, we used to use it and I forgot. I forgot about it for a while. Like a bird. Oh, yeah, we're doing a lot of that, aren't we? Clearly that pain energy to make space for something new. Me too, as well. With like abandonment issues that I've had in the past and trust issues as well, I'm still working through that. But then when I feel into it, it's like, I'm not feeling it right now. Oh, maybe I've healed it. And then I watched a reading last night of this lady that I follow. I think she's called Get Live 333. I really like her stuff anyway. She does like a mixture of astrology and cards, and I think she's also actually a professor in psychotherapy or something like that. I like her stuff. She's very grounded. She's not just like random guidance and stuff. She knows what she's talking about. So I was watching her, and my video last night really made a lot of sense, and it was about that healing that I've done. And sometimes we're more healed than we think. It comes back up and we think, oh, this is going to trigger me, and maybe it slightly does, but I don't know. Okay, like a bird. Focus, forward-looking, possibilities, motivation. A woman full of expectations looks into the future. There are no boundaries to what she can accomplish. Like the bird next to her who flies strong and direct, she knows now is the time for focused energy. See, there it is again, that focused energy, using all of our energies, especially our feminine energy, the emotional energy, sexual energy. What else did that one say? All of those kinds of energies, and not holding them back anymore, not pushing them down, but expressing them. She knows now is the time for focused energy. You may have found yourself losing motivation lately or questioning your decisions. It's the same as that card, isn't it? Things might have got a bit boring and it's time to use your energy to go forward. The key to recapturing your passion lies in readjusting your focus to unlock creativity. Surround yourself with activities or people who make you feel inspired. They can be the breath of wind under your wings. Nice. Like a bird. It's got a goddess. Sometimes we're more healed than others think. Oh, really? Who's thinking what? I've given up caring what other people think, really. Because people think based on their terms, like, you know. It's like a player will think that you're playing. Do you know what I mean? So it's the players that go around spreading gossip and thinking that you're with a lot of guys and stuff like that. And it's like, I'm not playing, I'm working and training and pretty much going to bed at 8 a.m., 8 p.m. by myself every day. There's no playing going on here. It hasn't been for many years. But yeah, who cares what they think? It's just based on them. Hey, Sherry. No.
Go ahead.
Not you. I said Sherry. Gotta stop saying hey. All my devices light up. Bing! Ran, focus again. We've got to focus our energies, don't we? Ran, wow, so much focus. Well, so maybe it's like time to get on with pouring your energy into what you want. So we want something to get moving forward, right? Because we've been waiting for a while. And there's no controlling it, like the masculine. We know that doesn't work, right? And we know that we don't want to do that too. It's like I've realised, you know, I've had codependency issues before. I've been the one that just wants to help everyone, and especially in relationships. I've really attracted passenger guys before. So I've been doing everything and in a way kind of controlling the relationship because of that. I see that was my safe space. There's different sides of it. Anyway, it's got that overgiving aspect and they're doing too much aspect of it. And now I'm not. It's like, okay, so not replying to me at the moment. It's his move. It's like I don't need to be the one that keeps on giving energy. And it's not in a manipulative or a playing kind of way. It's like, no, that's my old pattern, you know. I can just get on with my life and when he's ready, he'll get in touch. It's his move next. It's reciprocation, right? I don't need to push him into it, because pushing him into it would be the masculine. They're trying to control it, and I don't need to do that because I'm quite solid in the way that I feel about him, and he's solid in the way he feels about me. So he's just got stuff to do to sort out before he can be available. So I'm surprising myself that I'm so cool about it. But this is very interesting, this message today, because this is saying, don't just wish for it and don't be frustrated for it. Actually use all your energy, your power, your spiritual power, your emotional power, that feminine power, to move things forward. The feminine power. That's what I'm getting from it. So it would be like a day of meditation and stirring up those energies within, and maybe to direct it. Hey Troy. Ran is the goddess that's with us. She's about focus, and she's Norse. You'll easily attract what you want, so be careful what you wish for. Didn't I say that? Be careful what you wish for. Especially if you're not ready for it, but we're all being prepared for it, right? Goddess of the Sea, Ran, gives you the ability to focus easily, and that will help you become more magnetic. See? Magnetic. So if you're using all of that energy, all of the energy that she said, what was it? Call forth the waves. Maybe I'll just lose my voice and then not be able to do this anymore. Then I'll have to stay in bed and watch movies. I want to read that bit again. I know I read it twice already, but I want to say it again. So she's bored, right? There's much to be done, many things that are bringing discontent, yet all is remaining the same. So much so that it seems like this stasis is natural, simply the way things are. But she, this being of the sea, this one, is here to tell you, where am I? Is here to tell you that, getting distracted by things, that this is not how things must remain, and she'll show you how to call up the waves of pure energy from within, the emotional energy which sustains and feeds you, the watery energy of memories. You're writing these down, taking notes. The emotional energy which sustains and feeds you, the watery energy of memories, and the psyche which gathers its strength and pours through the world and lifts up all that has stayed too long hidden, so it can be seen, changed with pure raw energy. That's what it's about. That's what that feminine energy is today. From the energy update. Yes, I was the flower. I do the flower first while the flower's fresh. And I always record them flower, crystal, and then shell, and then put them out. Crystal, flower, shell. But yeah, I knew it. I knew it when I started it. It's like, this is for me, this one's for me. Yeah, definitely flower this time. It's nice, but then I think, am I fooling myself? It's very rare, the readings, especially the picker cards, it's very rare that they're for me. Personally. Usually for other people. Customers. Let's get some tarot out. Well, it's early morning, the sun isn't out yet, but I'm sure it's coming out. Just seem a bit bright, so. Oh, maybe I'll have a pool day once I've done my work, once I've done my editing stuff at the dailies. Maybe I'll spend time by the pool and burn my skin a little bit. I've got some cake. Café del Sol. Katie. Café del Sol. You know, on Wednesdays they're doing like cheap hours pizzas. I went last week because I had to go and pick up my passport from Ireland Travel, but I had one of them there. But they won't deliver for less than 200 baht, so, no, 150, the pizzas, on Wednesdays. And so I got one delivered with an apple, one of the apple things, the apple thing, tart thing is in the fridge. That was in the energy update as well. It was saying like something about sweetness. I'd seen something as dessert in the energy update, and that reminded me, oh, I've got an apple tart in the fridge. The energy update today was for me, for sure. Oh, listen to the shell. The shell, it's traumatic. Yeah, I mean, if you know that the flower is your story, then listen to the shell, because there's important information in there, and it's healing information in there. And yeah, and don't take it personally about the relationship though, but it's not a little bit of. We'll get a private reading in the next few days. Awesome. The wheel. We've got the wheel. This is the card of fate. This is the card of fate, yeah. I mean, it's the card of luck and stuff like that, but it's the card of fate. That's what I'm getting from it this time. She stood on pentacles. She stood on the money. It's the card of fate. I don't know what else to say about that. Let's get some more tarot out. What? What's fated? Hey Vicky, thank you. Hey Habib. Hello Belinda. I've got powerful energies. What was I going to say? Something about the daily reads, I don't know. Yeah, some of them it's just like major arcana after major arcana after major arcana. It's like, wow, it's going to be a powerful day. Two of Cups. Got the Muse of Inspiration here, King of Wands. Oh, everyone's getting the King of Wands. You'll see tomorrow night when the energy update comes out for each sign, but everyone's getting a King of Wands. It's interesting, the energy update for every sign, for all signs, for this next week, it had the first row of tarot was about the masculine, the second row of tarot was about the feminine, and then the third and fourth row were about work. So it's like the first two rows were about, but it was very, very clearly, and it started off with this, the Muse of Inspiration, which is the King of Wands, the passionate one, and he's driven, passionate and driven. Yeah, karma, cause and effect equals fate, but there's also the hand of God in it. There's the hand of Source. There's a bigger picture story. There's the collective story in it. There's like there's a divine intelligence going on as well. We know that, right? It's not all about. It's not just the law of attraction. We're not like beings here by ourselves, not connected. Whatever we do, we get karma back from. There's a bigger picture. There's an order that comes about. We see that in nature, right? With chaos theory and fractals and things like that. There's a divine order. It's not random, it all falls toward beauty and perfection. So fate is true. Yeah, King of Wands. He's very passionate. And he's not the Knight of Wands. I mean, the Knight of Wands is a player, right? He's a King of Wands. Yeah, King of Wands is more in control of it, more passionate, knows what he wants, is the one to make the move. So there's a fated King of Wands here. Relationship. Let's not say shit. Six of Pentacles. Reciprocation. This is also the card of generosity, but those last two cards have been about relationship. In my head, they have anyway. And so it's about reciprocation in relationships and not being able to force it. Oh, I did a reading yesterday, and it was about, it's not the external conditions that make up whether something is going to be reciprocal or not. So for example, say if someone's disabled, if your partner's disabled, so if someone comes to you who's disabled for a relationship, I used to be in have a partner that was disabled, he had one leg. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have to do all the physical work. Yeah. It doesn't mean the physical conditions don't mean anything around someone. It doesn't mean that it's not going to be reciprocal, because reciprocation can be many different ways, right? Same with money. If there's a huge difference or a difference between the money that you've got, doesn't mean that they're not going to be reciprocal. Because they can be reciprocal in different ways. We've all got a lot of resources within us. Same in that reading as well, I was going on about if you've had, say in the past, an experience. You've been with a narcissist, say, and that narcissist had dark hair and had a lot of money and had their own business. So let's say those three things. Then when you meet this King of Wands, you're like, oh no, he's got dark hair and his own business, he must be a narcissist. No. No, that's just correlation. That's not causation. It's not his dark hair that makes him a narcissist. Yeah, it's the things he's been through and him not being healed. So there's something about this. If you have experienced a lack of reciprocation, be presuming that you're going to get a lack of reciprocation because someone's got dark hair, or because they've got their own business, or because they've got a difference in money, or they've got a disability, or you might be picking correlations rather than causations. Causation, what does cause someone to be unreciprocal? It's all inner stuff, right? It's all inner stuff. It's stuff that they've not healed. So we can't tell. We can't tell from any external conditions. That card's saying quite a lot today. Reminded me of that reading that I did. So she wants to be generous. And she can be generous. Because there is reciprocation there. And if this is your story, if this is what you've been working on alongside me the last few years, you can trust yourself. You will notice it when it's not reciprocal. You notice your patterns. Like I was saying before, like old me would have tried to control this. Old me would have been messaging, or ultimatums, or trying to push it, trying to threaten to withdraw my love or something to try and rush him along. And why? What's the point? What's the point in doing that? He's going to sort it out in his own time. He's an adult. He's a pretty awesome adult as well. The Dawn of Cups. I love that these cards have champagne flutes on them for the cups. It's cool. Dawn of Cups. Which one's the Dawn of Cups? Anyway, curiosity and discovery. We're learning a lot about ourselves at the moment. Sorry about the Wi-Fi. I know it's rubbish. I told them yesterday. They also gave me a new bum gun. It was funny. The cleaners used my bum gun. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a water device by the toilet that you clean yourself with, so you don't have to use toilet paper. It's amazing. I don't even want to go to a country that doesn't have them anymore. I don't want to experience that whole wiping business. It's disgusting. So my bum gun, the cleaners had used it a couple of days ago when they cleaned my room to clean the floor of the bathroom. They scrubbed it and everything. But they'd obviously been a bit rough with it because it sprung a leak. So every time I used it, there would be this shower, little fountains that would come out the side of it and soak my clothes. It was hilarious. But as hilarious as it was, it wasn't functional. So I let them know about that, and I let them know about the Wi-Fi as well, saying like, can you sort it out, because it's getting impossible to work. So hopefully they will. So they gave me a new shiny bum gun. Curiosity and discovery. Again, it's the woman. She's got a champagne flute on her head. Page, it could be, yeah. The Dawn. I don't know, it doesn't have a book with it. Maybe I can search it online to see which way around it was. I shuffled them before. I looked at them, and then when I looked at them, I'm like, oh no, it's different names for them, and now I don't know which is which. Because the spirit and the dawn, the bum gun, I know. It really worries me, Katie. It's bad enough going to Malaysia and their bum guns aren't, at least they have them, but they're not even guns. You've got to like switch them off from the tap, and they're just a nozzle thing. It's not like a gun is useful. Thailand's gift to, and it really does frighten me to go to countries that don't have them. Like, who wants to do that again? Like, you have no idea. Everyone, come to Thailand when you can, when we open back up, and experience it. You will really understand how disgusting you've been your whole life and how disgusting civilized countries are. As my friend said years ago when she was here, if you got shit on your face, would you wipe it off with some toilet paper? No, you wouldn't. You'd wash it. Right? Anyway. What do I want to say about this? There's something happening. There's something happening with love. It's like there seems to be a lot of wariness because we have been getting prepared for this, so we've been having to deal with our issues, right? And that makes us wary, doesn't it? It's like, oh, am I ready? Am I ready? Yeah, I'm taking them, Katie, wherever I go. I was going to go to Africa this year to visit a friend now. Of course, that didn't happen. But I'd already been looking them in Chaiwat to take one with me, to install it there. You just have to take them wherever you go. Got them in Chaiwat. I've got them everywhere, I guess, in the shops here. Oh, should we get out now? Let's go for wisdom. Yin, receiving. Isn't that interesting? We've got the Six of Pentacles, all about reciprocation, and now we've got Yin, which is the feminine card, the receiving, the open cup, ready to receive. She's open and she's ready, but because she trusts herself, right? She's done all the inner work and she trusts herself. There might be a bit of trepidation there. Just like, oh, my old patterns, is it this again? But it's just this invitation in energy today. Be receptive. Let's get some of these out for a change. Got to focus on the bottom. No, it's trust. Oh, trust. Thought it was focus like that. Portable bomb guns. Well, you might do it. Wouldn't be the same though. But yeah, I would have to do that. Still use water if I was somewhere else, wouldn't I? Opportunity in the night. It's a dream. Look at this card, right? It's the moon, but the moon with a face on it. It's like it's got a fantasy feeling to it, this at night, so it's a dream. There's a dream opportunity or an idea that comes to you in your dreams. You know, sometimes you think your dreams are reality, but then there'll be little things like this, like the moon looking a bit cartoonish. And you realise it's not reality, you're not actually living it. I remember when I was in corporate in the UK, I hated it. There were aspects of it that I liked, but that whole, oh my God, 9 to 5. Well, I actually used to work 8 till 4, but flexi time. Having to get up in the morning and go to work. Or a water pistol. Sometimes I would dream that I was getting up and getting ready for work, like the most boring dreams ever. And then I'd actually wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I've got to do it all over again. I did that already. Have you ever had that? You've got ready for something you really don't want to do, and it's just like, oh my God, I've got to do it again. There's something like that. There's an opportunity that comes through a dream. So maybe you have been dreaming of what it is that you're waiting for to prepare for it, for this opportunity that's coming in. You know, it's like practice, practice and a pre-run of something. You could be dreaming about it. I don't know. But it's about night time now. What else should we get out? Spirit animals. I ordered a fairy deck last night. That one you told me about, Donna. You still here, Donna? The one that you told me about. I'd added it to my cart ages ago, but I never bought it. I paid them up front instead of cash on delivery this time so that I get them delivered. Maybe it's the cash on delivery that they don't like. So here, we can do cash on delivery. I'm not sure if you guys can do that in your countries, but you pay for the item. Not every item does that, but you can pay for the item to the delivery guy. I tend to do that because my credit card charges me for paying in other currencies. Koi Fish Spirit says there's always enough. This fated thing, you know how I said she's like standing on the pentacles there? And then you got the Koi Fish Spirit saying there's always enough. There's something about finances here. Like she's safe, she's got what she needs, she's standing on it, there's always enough. You've got what you need. Financially, you've got what you need, it says, for whatever is fated for you. For this step of the journey, there's always enough. So if you've been don't question abundance. What's it called? The fairy one. I don't know, what's it called, Donna? I can't remember. Oh, I can look in my email right now. Lazada. Oracle of the Fairies, Karen K. Oracle of the Fairies by Karen K. There you go. Speaking of spirit animals, weirdest thing happened last night. I woke up and couldn't get back to sleep, so I chatted to my mum for a bit and then tried to lay back down and heard a noise. Oh, the mermaid deck is... But it was really important. Turn on the lights, there's a crab in your kitchen. Ooh. Hi Roya. In my culture we have small watering cans in every bathroom. One time one of my German friends visited and she was confused why there was a watering can. Just no flowers. That's funny. Yin energy, the crab, really? Oh. Spiritual connection, protection, amongst others. Yin energy, interesting. She lives here, Nikki. I don't know. All over the place. It's a small island. I mean, it's not like you're far from the beach anyway. Yeah. So there's always enough. There's always enough. So if you're thinking of whatever it is that you want to come in now, this next step, the universe is going to provide the abundance for you to do that at the right time, is what I'm getting from that card. Timothy, as a kid, my parents would be at work when I got up. I'd get the kids fed and ready for school. My dream, I'd get to my class, everyone would laugh at me. I'd look down and I'm still in my pajamas. That's funny. Otter spirit, you're never alone. Even if you're alone, you're not. That's come out a lot lately as well. So you might feel alone at the moment as if nothing is happening, but there's plenty happening behind the scenes. Got ant spirit. Time to come together. It's just... Okay, imagine being a primary school teacher. So you've got a class full of 5-year-olds, say. And you're trying to get your 5-year-olds to cooperate with each other, and they're all like being 5-year-olds. And you've got to kind of, you know, get Emily to stop crying, first of all, and you've got to get Billy to stop ordering everyone around and being bossy. It's like that. This is what the universe has been doing. It's been getting us ready to collaborate, but it's had to just like sort us out first because we're like 5-year-olds. sort us out ready for this collaboration, because we've all got our stuff going on. Look, there's the jigsaw pieces again. That message of the jigsaw pieces are coming together, but we can't necessarily see it. It's not yet necessarily making sense yet, but it will, and it always does when we look back too. Making sure to get dressed, yeah. Is there a crab in here? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what it says if there is. My ex is called Pooh, which is crab. But you know, they call them Pooh when they're when they sidestep things, you know, when they it's like an avoidance thing, or always going off on another tangent in another direction. So you might notice that the ties that are called Pooh, they, because it's man or woman, crab, when they're called crab, it's generally the artistic types, because the parents see that in them. There isn't a crab in here. Hi Mimi. How interesting. Anyway, we're like 5-year-olds. It's been getting us to sort out our issues so that we can collaborate with each other, because we were just not doing that. Act as if you're ready now. Like I was saying, some of us are like more healed than we think we are, and we're actually ready for it, and we're not going to slip back into old patterns. But yeah, and we're conscious of it, and we recognise it, and so we're ready. More ready than we think. We've got armadillo spirit, so we can set healthy boundaries. This is what I'm saying. Some of them is more than we think, and if we notice a similar pattern going on, we'll draw up a healthy boundary. Armadillo. We've got them on this island too, but they're called pangolins here. It's slightly different, but they're very similar. I've never seen one, or I have seen one and thought it was a coconut, because they look like coconuts when they roll into balls. Armadillo. Have you ever seen one, Katie? A pangolin? Yeah. Pooh. Same tattoo. He's the one that called me 2 days ago. We were together for 2.5 years. Kinda. So setting healthy boundaries, we can do that. We can trust ourselves now. That's what I'm getting from it. Wow. Okay. I was going through my candle drawer and found a crab that holds tea light candles today. Nice. I've got a vow. This is the inflated card again. It's like a spiritual vow to be together, or vow to do something together, and it's happening now, but we're like 5-year-olds, so the universe is having to work us around. This is the siren. This is that call forth the waves. This is using your emotional energy, sexual energy, psyche, reminiscing energy, to call forth, to be that magnet. He's done all of his bamboo tattoos. He did this one. This was huge, because he always wanted to tattoo me, and he always wanted to tattoo what he wanted on me, and I said no. So he was going to do the phoenix, but he wanted to do his phoenix on me, and I'm like, no, I want this phoenix. It's like, well, get someone else to do it then. And so when he did this one, it was very emotional for both of us, because the first one we like both agreed on. It's like, yeah, I know what you want, and yeah, I'll do it for you. Oh, I didn't realise you knew. There you go. Yeah, he's on his farm right now. Just came back from Chiang Mai. He wants me to go and visit, but I said no. The siren is coming for New Year, he said. Just to check on his house. He wants me to go and have a look. So the siren, we're using those energies, like call forth the waves. We're using those energies to magnetize. So that's why we've got the feminine energies today. Maybe not something big going on in the world, but something big going on in your energy. Oh my God, look at the time. Why am I so slow today? Not going anywhere anyway. No, shapeshifter, I'm not doing that. It's not. Let's do readings for everybody. Yeah, he has to do what he wants. In everything, Katie. Yeah, he's... And so I showed him a picture of a model that had something similar to this, and I said, this is what I want it like, but I want it slightly different than that, and I want it like a vine. And it's like, yeah, I know exactly what you want, and you know how he does the drawing on you. He did it right, so I'm like, yep. Took about 8 hours. It was full on, but it was good. And yeah, it was very emotional for us. It's a close friend of yours. Yeah, he's an amazing guy, isn't he? He is, but he's, oof, for a relationship, no, he can't. Yeah, there's a lot of crap. And his mum died. So sad, I loved her a few months ago. No card here. What you talking about? Okay, Maria, let's do some readings for you guys. Maria. Start with Maria. No, let's start with me. What is this? Like calling for this magnetism, all of this that I've been going on about. Yes, for me, lovers, be firmer in my energy. So that's telling me not to be so detaching from it. Of course, it's include and surrender. I get it now. I get what my personal cards were saying today. Okay. So it's about being in the feminine with it, not in the masculine, not trying to make it happen. Oh, no, Maria. Maria. Trust yourself and include. So this is interesting. This feels to me, Maria, like you might not be including yourself in that, as if you're left out, as if... I understand this energy that I'm picking up from it, but you need to include yourself. Has everyone else had that? I mean, I think I'm kind of balanced. I think I've got quite a lot of masculine energy, I know. And I tend to attract, I don't know, I would say down-to-earth females. I mean, I don't hang out with people that have the nails done and stuff like that, because it's not me. But I do recognize this energy of not feeling very feminine, not including yourself in that. But you do, we all have that feminine energy within us. So yeah, trust yourself on that, Maria. Tanya. It's going to be a long one, isn't it, today? That's all right. Might make myself another coffee, in fact. I'll do Tanya, and then I'll make myself another coffee. Gentle okayness and abundance. Right, Tanya. So you know what I was saying? It might not seem like you've got enough money now to fulfill your dreams, but the money will come in time. It doesn't need to give it you up ahead. It needs you to make the move toward your dreams before it's there, and then it'll come. You've got to trust the universe on this, and you've got to trust abundance on this. So be okay about the abundance that you've got right now, because you will get what you need. You're being supported in your dreams. We're all being supported in our dreams, right? Put the kettle on. We're all being supported in our dreams. Trisha, where's my cards? Trisha, remember when I used to do this and I used to have my big Yeti cup full of coffee, and it was fresh coffee too? I must have been like hyper after those ones. One came up I was searching for a video on my YouTube channel and one of them came up, one of the old psychic cafes from when I first started. So funny. The setup and everything. So different now. Trisha, you got brilliant and innocent. This feels like you've had a brilliant idea and maybe you feel too flawed to do it, like the 5-year-olds that I was saying, but you're not. You're more healed than you think, and if you've had an idea, it's right for you. So everything that I've been saying so far, including the abundance thing, it will happen. We always get what we need in divine timing. Make the coffee and I'll come back. Okay, who's next? Chris. Okay, Chris, you got weight and intimacy. Not yet, not right now, getting ready for it. You always get weight cards, don't you? Else first, or getting aligned with your right person in some kind of way. Could be the work thing, I don't know. It could be you need to get to a certain level of success first, I don't know. Like if I think about me and my man, wow, to get ready for that. Years worth of training, all kinds of things, you know, all kinds of things to get aligned with it. And I didn't know that it was me getting aligned with my man. I had no idea. It's just following fun ideas after fun ideas and doing all of that. Arlene. Oh, Arlene, you've got fear of lack. You're feeling underappreciated. Like the universe isn't giving you the money or the resources that you need. Yeah, you're kind of doing it to yourself, Arlene, and you are appreciated. Maybe write down all the things that are great about yourself, including all the feminine things too. And ask other people as well if you're finding it hard to do that. Just start appreciating yourself and everything that you've got. We've all got a lot of resources within us, in ourselves. Like I was saying about the reciprocation. People have plenty of resources in ourselves. It's not just like, oh, money is the only one. It's not. It's not like my reading gift is the only resource that I've got either. I've got plenty of resources inside of myself. You know, it's not like, oh, the only thing I can offer in a relationship is me doing readings for the person. That's not true, is it? There's plenty that I offer. So it's time for you to see what you offer, like all your resources, and start appreciating yourself. Roya. Yeah, you want to go for something. You know how I was saying about that feminine energy of, it's not being in the flow, but it's kind of that, it's that siren energy. It's that calling forth the waves. It's using all your feminine guiles to go for it, you know. Not the masculine, not the, okay, let's put a plan, let's control it, let's do all of this. So you've got to move forward in a feminine way, and that comes from a place of quietness, meditation. Habib, did everyone watch the pick a card read? How are they feeling about you? I might do one of those every week, because order after order is coming in. That's why I keep on getting distracted, because there's a thing pops up on my screen every time an order comes in. It might be my earner, and then I'll do the the second pick a card read or the third pick a card read can be the other stuff. Anyway, Habib, work. Love what is. Yeah. It feels like there's going to be some change in your work, Habib, but to let go of it, the old way that you were doing it, or the old job, or whatever it is, to let go of it, you've got to not resist it and not say, I hate this, I want to run away from this. That's going to keep it with you, going to keep you locked in that pattern, or move you into something that's exactly the same. Just love what is, like love what you love about it, and then go, okay, it's time to move on now. Often, as human beings, we wait until we hate something to justify leaving it behind. It's like we shouldn't let go of anything unless we've got a lot of justification to do it. So we wait way too long to choose something better and move on, to let go. Like we have to justify it to other people that, oh, it's okay to have left the marriage because it was so terrible. You know, that kind of thing. Or it's okay to lose this job because it was, you know, so bad. But we don't need to do that. We're allowed to move on from things that are good. So if you've let it get to that bad stage, it's not the ideal way to move on, because you end up in loops then. So yeah, there's a change coming up in your work. Be open to it and try and like where you are right now. Nikki. Fulfillment. Be supportive. Oh, yeah, this is nice. This is what I'm getting. This is really similar guidance that I've been getting for myself lately. Those of us that love giving, but we've had trouble receiving, there is a stage we've got to go through when we're learning to receive, of shutting down the giving, and it's like, oh, this feels so horrible because I'm a giving person and I like doing that kind of stuff. Well, you can do that stuff. I mean, you can be supportive, and it will fulfill you being supportive too, so don't stay shut down to that. It's just one step along the way to receiving, is the having to stop giving for a while until you recognize that pattern. Do you see Fanjane? I'm getting very frustrated energy from this. You've got feel it and I am heard. Very frustrated energy, like a mother who's trying to be heard by her family, by her kids and stuff like that, and she's just not getting heard. She's not getting her needs met because she doesn't feel like she's being heard. Always having to yell and just get angry about it. Right, so feel it and I am heard. You've got to feel that frustration or that anger, whatever's coming up about not being heard, because it's asking for a change to be made. It's probably that you just need to listen to yourself and give yourself what you need. You know, this is like, I need a break. Like, imagine if I was in this energy and I would have come on in here this morning, and instead of saying to you, I'm tired today and I'm just going to rest, I'm just going to edit those videos and then rest. Imagine if I came on here and I was angry with all of you and saying, I've got like a whole day's worth of videos for you guys, even though I'm tired. And yeah, that's this energy. I don't need to do that shit. Nobody needs to do that shit. I don't need to put it on you that I'm tired. It's not your fault. I just give myself what I need. So that's what I'm getting, and it feels like family to me, or work colleagues, or anyone that's around you. You do it to yourself. You need to listen to yourself and give yourself what you need, not get angry that someone else is not giving it to you. So, perfect example there. I could be all resentful with you guys watching my videos, and it's such hard work for me, and I make myself so tired and exhausted. But instead, I just give myself a break when I need it. Shri. Listen to myself. Shri. Oh, Shri. Be vulnerable in romance. You gotta be vulnerable. You gotta speak your truth, especially your emotional truth. You've gotta kind of open up, and you know, we're all flawed, and we are gonna hurt each other for sure. We always do, but we've gotta give everyone the benefit of the doubt, and ourselves the benefit of the doubt too. So there's a lot of vulnerability in romance. You can't wait for the perfect person that there's going to be no problems with. It's not going to happen. And we're not perfect, you know. So there we go. You will be vulnerable. So if you're waiting to not feel vulnerable before you move forward in romance, you'll be waiting forever. Melissa. And in fact, vulnerability, it really does get the ball rolling. It's like when after that 5 or 6 weeks apart from my guy with no contact, I messaged him and knew that I had to be totally vulnerable, and I was. And that it caused him to be vulnerable too. And then not just about what's going on with him now and what's happening and how he's feeling about me and everything, but about the stuff that he didn't tell me about the past too, that he was keeping secret because he felt vulnerable and he didn't want to tell me. And so vulnerability is really powerful in romance. It gets stuff happening. Melissa, wait, prepare. This wait card, it's so bashed up. It's just like an A now. Melissa, wait and prepare. It's not a time to take action. You might be wishing that things would get moving already, wanting to manifest it, but you're not ready. You are getting ready, you're getting prepared at the moment. So keep on doing that inner work and stuff that's coming up for you. Don't be frustrated with the actual manifestation not happening. Hey Vicky. Katie, always let him do whatever he wants. Give him an idea and give him free range. Yeah, he's an amazing artist, isn't he? Love the guy, I do. I'll always love him, he knows that. He'll always love me too. We've got a very strong bond, and I don't know. It's like there's no name for it. It's like, are you a brother? Are you my husband? What is it? You're not my boyfriend, I know that. But we do have a very strong bond. We're family. I'm good with that now. It's a strong soul connection, and it is just whatever it is. But I'm not going to go around in loops again with them. Belinda, I am love and forgive them. Yeah. It feels to me, Belinda, like you gave so much love, but it still didn't work. And you're kind of disappointed because of that. Your love wasn't enough. It never is. We can't fix other people with our love. Can't fix other people. They've got to do it themselves. And sometimes us loving on them is enabling them not to, you know. It's like, oh, I love you anyway, even though you're not sorting your shit out. That's enabling. Get my ankles on the cushion. Yeah, forgive them. If you can. Katie? Yeah, it was going to come back, Katie, for a few days, but you know, I don't know. He said he's been everywhere. He went on a road trip with Ching, his cousin. Katie, take the risk, connection. Oh, you already did, right? Getting in touch. But this is the same kind of thing too. So you might have more of this coming up. More risk to take to clear stuff up with connections. Or it might be an amazing connection coming in for you. It will seem risky. Take that risk anyway. You can trust yourself. You've been doing a lot of processing. You're more healed than you think. You're more ready than you think, maybe. I am that, and one step at a time. You are that, but it doesn't mean that you can manifest it straight away. It's the path to it. It's always about the journey. It's never about the destination. This is a bit of destination envy kind of thing, thinking that you should be able to manifest it already. People used to say to me years ago, in this business, it's like, why aren't you big yet? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? It's like, well, because I'm doing what I'm doing right now. And I'm on this path. It's all along the way. Yeah, it's about the journey. And it's my path to it. And it's been great. And it's been enough for me. I mean, I look back and I think how unsuccessful I felt, but 20 years have been able to sustain themselves, and not just sustain themselves, live all over the world in the best places by doing readings. That is success. That is success, because I've been able to live the way that I want to live, and I've been able to heal myself as well. Pour a lot of time into myself, which was very, very necessary. So, take it slowly. It's about the journey, April. Donna. He's set in his ways in a strange way. Yeah. Oh, we'll have to have a conversation about him, Katie. Not live on YouTube, though. I know very well. Donna. Simply be at peace. Simply let it go. Simply be at peace with it. There's a perfection about it that you're not seeing. So let go of that inner fight. Simply be at peace with it. It is what it is. There's a reason for it. Tell yourself those kind of things. Let go of that internal struggle. This isn't right. This shouldn't be happening. All of that stuff. Simply be at peace with it. Quite challenging, I know. I'm at that stage. Every time I connect in about mine, it feels all good. It's the same when I was breaking up with who? A million times. I'm the world champion at breaking up with him. We just got it down pat. We've done it so many times. It's funny. But I always knew it was going to be right with him too, and that we'd always have that strong connection. So you got the same thing. Feel that. Tara, you got touch and prepare. Oh, you got a taste of something that's to come. So you might have had signs and synchronicities or something manifest, but it's not the full-blown thing yet. It's just a little bit of it. It's like a carrot, a piece of a carrot dangled in front of you, not to disappoint you, to let you know that you're on track, and so to prepare you too. So, for example, I'll tell you a bit about my relationship. I don't know if this is about relationship for you, but I'll tell you a bit about my relationship story. So, 3 years ago, met this guy online called Jay for John. And so similar to me, I thought he was my twin flame. And we just talked, chatted on WhatsApp, I think it was. So much in common, like so much. He's an entrepreneur, he's also an author, a coach, does Muay Thai. He's actually the guy that did the first or the only, I don't know, I've never even seen it, Muay Thai video game. It's IT. JM2, well, that's what I used to work in corporate, and just there were so many similarities between us. He was at the time 55, very extremely fit, out training all of the 21-year-olds, just like I do. So many similarities, it was freaky. And I always thought that was it. I've met my twin flame. Well, I hadn't met, but. No, it never happened. But what it did do is wow, there's someone like me out there. They do exist. I'd always been lowering my standards, thinking I'm shining too much for a relationship, and it's important for me to have a relationship. And so him just existing, and I've told him this, him just existing gave me permission to rise up and be even more shiny, be even fitter, be even better, and all of that. So that's the kind of thing that you've got going on. He prepared me for what was coming, right? Because there's no way I would have been with a world champion. No way I would have felt good enough to be with my man if I hadn't have let myself shine even more. So, there you go. I've been prepared for it. Timothy. 28 earlier, wow. Getting Getting busier. Yeah, I wish the YouTube channel would just take off. It's slow going. I wonder how I can get YouTube to show more people my videos. They're really good. Timothy, listen, forgive them. Listen to what's going around and around in your mind. It's like your higher self is tapping you on the shoulder, nudging you, going, Timothy, remember this? So, oh, that's annoying, I don't want to think about that. Hey, Timothy, you remember this? Oh, that's really annoying, I don't want to think about that person. Listen, because your higher self keeps on feeding you for some reason. It's not to annoy you, it's for you to realise that there's some forgiveness to do. You need to let go of that. It might be that now, Timothy, you're realising your part in it, or you would if you'd face it, and you're like, oh, yeah, I guess that was my old pattern, so no wonder they came into my life. Something like that. You're welcome, Maria. Oh no, it's just jumped again. What the hell? Sometimes when I scroll, it just jumps and I lose my place. So let's find it again. You're welcome, Maria. Right, Becky Mary is next. Yes, you can. More patience, Chris, I know. Becky Mary, here you go. Oh. Well, this is interesting, Becky. You've got going well and soften and open. So either you are kind of focused on the negative, thinking things aren't going well, and not noticing the things that are going well. So you're more of a glass half empty person rather than a glass half full person. Can't even say it. Or you're kind of resistant to things going well. It's as if you thrive on drama. Imagine if everything started working out for you, Becky. What's your resistance to that? Like for some people life would be boring. I know for me, like years ago in my business, I thought, well, I wouldn't be motivated to, if the abundance was like coming in, the old way that I used to do it, if it was flowing in, I wouldn't have the motivation to do more creative things and stuff like that. Now I do, because I've got different motivations now. I really love doing the videos and stuff, so I am motivated to do it anyway. It's not the money that motivates me. I thought that if the money was coming in, I would be unmotivated, because at that time the money was motivating me because I didn't have enough of it. Or so I thought. So it's this energy of you've got to be open to things going well, and you're kind of not at the moment. And I think most everyone would say, oh yeah, I'm open to things going well, but if we're really honest with ourselves, we're not. Otherwise it would be. More patience for Chris. You're welcome, Marlene. You haven't yet got behind spending 2 days getting my truck trailered home. Oh, truck. You're welcome, Roya. You've done that, April. Can't remember what I said to you now. Trisha, you're welcome. Feels right, does it? Good. You're welcome, Nikki. Yeah, get that order in. I'll read for you again. With your 20 questions. You're welcome, DC Fan Jane. And Cherie. Hi, Vicky. If anyone else wants a reading, just let me know. I'm just slowly getting through the comments. You're welcome, Melinda. Katie, I completely understand that. He has an open soul and loves to bring people close. He wants the whole world to be his village in a way. I know. And he's not even that old either, but he pretends to be grandpa. And he does. He wants to take care of everyone. To his detriment, he gives stuff away that he needs, right? I taught him how to say no. This was a couple of years ago. It was so funny. It's like, you need to learn how to say no. So I would say stupid stuff to him, like, Pooh, can I burn your house down? Say no. Like, very good, very good. Yeah, he needed to learn how to say no. Him and his sister as well. His sister wasn't living here at the time. She hadn't moved here, but she'd be on the phone to us. She's doing the same thing to him as well, teaching him how to say no. Yeah, it spreads him thin for sure. Not just spreads him thin, it's, and tries to take care of the... I told him it's not good for him, the people that he attracts. He tries to take care of those that are really struggling. You're welcome, Katie. Thanks, Melissa. I will rest well today. You're welcome, April. Makes sense, Donna? Cool. You're welcome, Timothy. Have a great day, everybody. You're welcome, Becky. Looks like I did, everyone. Wow, that was a long one. Cool. I enjoyed it. Oh, I should do this every now and then. Not go to train in the morning and just have a more relaxed cafe with 2 coffees. Good cards for the day, good energies for the day as well. I wonder what's going to happen. You're all going to have to let me know with this feminine energy. But I'm going to do some meditation today and get into that. Mimi. I'm going to get into that calling forth the waves, or that emotion. See if I can get some balls rolling with the focus. I'm going to do you, Mimi. Stick around. Like a bird. Calling forth the waves. Mimi. Respect and warmth. Oh, nice. This is somebody in your life that's a little bit, how to put it? Their energy is a bit weedy, a bit weak, a bit, this is how you're perceiving them, and it's probably how I perceive them too. A bit wishy-washy, a bit of a pushover. They're actually got a lot of warmth to them, like open-hearted, but it makes them appear weak. They do have a weakness, don't get me wrong, they do. It's not someone that's very empowered at all. Do you know who I'm talking about, Mimi? Do you recognize someone like that in your life? Feels like it could be someone new. Or, yeah, it could be someone that's been in your life for a while. And they might annoy you because of this. Well, this person, Mimi, has got something to teach you. These cards, they're saying, respect the open-heartedness in them. You don't need to like everything about them. Like, don't let them teach you about empowerment, because they won't do that. You don't have to like everything about them, but there's something about their open-heartedness and their warmth which is really nice. Nice. Really, there's something to learn from that. So just like that part about them, and maybe investigate that further. Right? Does that make sense? Now I'm making you smile. Really? You've got someone like that in your life too. Like, we don't need to like everything about everyone, do we? And we had that message months ago too. It's like, stop being so kind of elitist. There's something to learn, right? So if you think, I'm spiritual and I'm aware, but I want to build a house, and I can't possibly learn how to build a house from this guy because he's not spiritually aware. That's just stupid, right? We can learn from different things. We've all got a different mix of stuff, and it's not true that everyone should be spiritually aware. Some people, they're just not on that mission. They're not here to do card readings and stuff like that. They're not here to bring something new into the world in this feminine thing or whatever. We can let them have the lives that they've got and the mix that they are. They don't have to be interested in what we're interested in. So sometimes we've got to have this humility of being able to learn things from people, even though they're not everything. Yeah. I'm waffling. Okay, so there was just 111 playbacks then. 111 people playing we're watching this. Maybe, I don't know. So have a great day, everybody. Your baby daddy. Okay. Interesting. So have a great day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to watch my pick a card reads, watch everything on my channel, and click like, and share it with your friends too. I need more subscribers. I want it to grow. Bye.